changed and been put into the spotlight as intensely as ever. There are now new vaccines, drugs and new systems, including MSGo, which is a digital ecosystem aiming to transform the standard of care for Australian MS patients and clinicians. For more, we're joined by David Gahan, the Chief Commercial Officer and Founding CEO of RxMx. That was a bit of a mouthful, but I got it out. Welcome, mate. How are you today?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me.
So I mentioned there in the introduction a little bit about what you're up to, but tell us a bit more. What is MSGo exactly?
So we pronounce it MSGo. MSGo is co-developed by RxMx and Novartis. MSGo is a world-first platform for multiple sclerosis patients. It's a digital ecosystem that comprises of a few different parts. There's a patient support app, a physician app, a web portal, and all of this seamlessly coordinates the care and health information of MS patients with the MSGo nurse overarching, basically looking after all of the different central touch point. MS is a chronic disease that does attack the central nervous system, and there's about 25,000 people with MS in Australia.
So in terms of solving a problem, it sounds as though you feel as though there has been a problem. You're now trying to streamline things, make it easier for patients out there. What has been taking place, I guess, in the past? What have some of the challenges been that you've seen?
So every medication has separate challenges, and what our system is designed to do is to really bring those challenges and sort of automate them as many as possible. And MSGo is it's helped to address some of these major issues associated with some of the medications. And what we've done is really innovatively sort of suggested in how we can reduce the treatment time. And for example, with one of the medications, the MSGo platform enables patients to be able to get stabilized on treatment, which would normally take around 12 weeks in other markets in the world. But in Australia, we reduced it to just over 5 weeks, over a 50% reduction. And patients are reporting that they're really either extremely satisfied or satisfied with the solution. And what we've done is we've just streamlined their care so they can really understand, the burden of being diagnosed with MS is quite a challenging one. And, you've got lots of different doctors you go to, you're doing lots of different forms, you're doing lots of different pathology tests, you've got to follow up on the results, you've got to tell your loved one. And what our system does is bring all of those together. It connects your loved ones together, and it then lets the physician focus on managing the patient's MS, but it also, in the background, takes care of all the pathology, it takes care of the testing, and it also takes care of the information which they can then share with their loved ones. So it can make an overwhelming situation, hopefully, somewhat a little bit more bearable.
And in terms of the response or any feedback you've received from the people you're working with, organisations or the community itself, what have you heard exactly?
So it's been a very, very overwhelming response to the MSGo program. We survey our patients, we do a net promoter score inside the app, and most of the patients come back as either satisfied or extremely satisfied with the solution. We've launched this program now in 2 other markets, in Switzerland and in Ireland. And it's a very, very successful platform, and the physician use uptake is incredibly high. And we have over 90% of patients using the platform in Australia, which is it's a very, very high engagement rate. So overall, we feel like we're adding value both to the physician, to the patient, but also making sure that the medication is taken.
Sounds amazing to me. And just finally, David, what are the benefits of working with a global organisation such as Novartis in terms of more innovations like the one you're talking about today?
Yeah, I mean, RxMx was founded in Australia by Australian physicians, and we've been working now with Novartis for about 3 or 4 years now. And Novartis has been able to give us global reach. And like I said, MSGo is running in 4 languages. It's in Switzerland, it's in Ireland. And because once you solve the problem for one medication in one country, you really can solve it for multiple locations. And the success of the MSGo program has really led to more with expansions with Novartis across the world and moving on to other therapies and other medications. So they've been a fantastic partner and developed this with us and really pushed the level of innovation that's available today in the current market. So it's been a real pleasure to work with.
Exciting times ahead and wonderful work. Thanks so much for sharing it here on Ticker News. If you want to keep track and learn a bit more, where can we head?
You can go to RxMxcorp.com, of course. Obviously, we can't promote therapies on free-to-air news, but hopefully many people will never have to use the MS this application because they have MS. But if you do, you can go to RxMxcorp.com and have a look at what we do and provide great services for all the pharma industry.
Thanks so much, David, for your time today on Ticker News.
Thanks so much for your time. Cheers.